what to do. I'm just gonna scoot over.
Hey, you guys. Welcome,
Hi.
welcome. It's so good to see y'all.
You too.
How have you guys been?
Good, and yourself?
I have been doing well. Even though all the things look crazy, I've been trying to stay focused.
I see you in that kitchen.
I am in this kitchen. I'm about to whip you and Latham up some sweet treats real quick. Something that you might want to take to the Super Bowl spread party.
Uh-huh.
Or later on this week for Valentine's, you can whip this up for the both of y'all. So I'm going to get right into it because I want to spend my time talking to both you and Latham about the amazing things that y'all are doing. So let me tell you what I'm making today. I am making a strawberry cheesecake taco. A strawberry cheesecake taco. And so that's what I'm getting ready to show you guys what to make. So I'm just going to start off with my ingredients. So first, this is going to use cream cheese, powdered sugar, some whipped cream, some strawberries, some tortillas, and I'm going to mix some cinnamon and sugar. So I'm just going to start off by adding my cream cheese in the bowl. Which one of you guys like to do all the cooking in the house? Is
I
that
mean,
is that
like
you?
is a strong word, but it happens.
Who makes sure that the bellies get fed? So
He'll come in here and there, but yeah,
right.
it's mostly on me.
Oh well, okay. Well, this is easy. This is simple. So I'm gonna add 1 cup of powdered sugar to this, and so the key to this is to not overbeat the cream cheese with the powdered sugar. So we just want to get it all kind of blended up. You don't want to see the powdered sugar. I'm going to kind of hold that up. And so I use my good old wooden spoon for this because the powdered sugar can get out of hand sometimes, flipping out of this bowl. But yeah, get that all combined. And after we get this combined, then we're going to add about half of the tub of whipped cream. And that's really going to depend on how cream cheesy you like it. I like the fact that this recipe makes the dessert light and fluffy and airy, so it doesn't seem like you eating a lot of calories, but it's really delicious. And so I've gotten this combined, and so you guys can kind of see how sticky it is. This is what the consistency looks like once I've mixed the cup of powdered sugar in there. And so now that I have that, I'm just gonna pop this top off of this whipped cream. And for all the people who know how I roll and how I cook, no, my whipped cream is not homemade today. It's coming straight out of this tub.
Okay.
Yeah, it's coming straight out of this tub because they know I can be fancy, but this is kind of a casual dessert, so I didn't want it to seem like it was a lot of work. So now we're just going to mix these ingredients up. And the cool thing about this is you can add, if you like nuts, if you like pecans or maybe a good walnut, you can add some of that to it. But because I know a lot of people have tree nut allergies, I'm not going to add any of that to these because I am taking these out of the house today because my Uncle Grace loves these, and so I told him I would whip him up a batch. So this is kind of the consistency. This is the whipped cream, so you don't have to worry about having the whipped cream and everything so smooth because you kind of want to keep some of the texture there. I'm going to add just a little bit more whipped cream because I know how I like it. And then I'm going to keep stirring. Yeah, and then this is going to be what we're going to use as our filling to our strawberry cheesecake taco. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to grab me some on top of it because this is what I'm going to put my tortillas in. So we're going to take a few minutes and we're going to heat up some tortillas. Get my little whisk. we're going to heat up some of the tortillas. And then we're going to put this all together. Now, in my bowl, I already sliced up some strawberries. And for some reason, y'all, these strawberries right now, it's February. There is no reason for these strawberries to be as sweet as they are. I don't understand. They are so sweet. But the way I slice these strawberries is to the grain of how this strawberry looks. This is how I slice them, right? Because I'm going to stuff them and I want them to kind of stick out of the tortillas so that it can kind of give me a little designer feel to the strawberries going in there. So I'm going to take you guys with me because I'm going to take these tortillas and we're going to go over to the oven. And I'm going to sit y'all right there. And I'm going to see if I can get down on my skillet because now you know I got my trusted cast iron skillet. Because you ain't cooking if you don't know nothing about no cast iron skillet. And so I put enough oil in the cast iron skillet so that you can just see a little bit of it rolling around because you actually want to be able to, you're kind of frying up your tortillas. And I'm going to bring my sugar and cinnamon over. And then this is my tortilla tray. So I'm going to actually sit them in here once I bring them out of the heat. Now I have propane out at the farm, so I have to be extra cautious about how high I put up my burner. So I have to make sure that I'm going a little lower than gas because this will it could burn up some things out here. Now, I'm going to tell my audience, I am so excited that you guys are with me today. For those of you who are on the East Coast, you know that I'm back in Missouri now. And this amazing couple is from, yes, the Show Me State. They are right here in Missouri. So we are going to get to chat with them. And I know y'all, if we're on the East Coast, I think if the Commanders didn't get in, I think everybody probably shifted to the Eagles. And so now that I'm in Missouri, I have to shift to the Chiefs. So I think, is it safe to say? No, I see Latham shaking his head. So we're not switching to the Chiefs.
Well, I've been an Eagles fan forever, so
How did this happen?
it's no rhyme or reason, no science. So I became an Eagles fan when I was younger, and I saw a quarterback that looked like me with Cunningham, and I've been rocking with the Eagles ever since.
I see. Yeah. My son and my husband are definitely, there's some Commander fans. And then my other son, oh my goodness, bless his heart. What's the team that was winning all the Super Bowls before the Chiefs?
Patriots, New England.
Oh, when I tell you he dies, he's a diehard Patriot fan. Wow. So I just put one of these tortillas down. I'm going to let it simmer. I'm going to grab me a utensil for my flipping. Yeah, so you'll see it'll start to puff up a little bit. As soon as it puffs up, we're going to flip it over. Yes. Well, I hope, I can't say that I hope that you're going to be happy at the end of the night, Latham. There's a lot of Chiefs in this area.
There are.
You see how this is puffing up? This is what you want this to look like. It's going to puff up. It's going to get a little brown. And so, yeah. Yes.
Sir.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the kids love this too. So this is something easy that they can put in their repertoire and they can surprise the parents with. They can make this as well. And so, yeah. So this one is finished. So I'm going to shake some of the oil off and I'm going to pop another one in here. And so while it's hot, you want to put it right on the sugar and cinnamon. And we want to kind of flip it around in there. And I'm going to flip it over because that's what's going to help some of the sugar and cinnamon adhere to the tortilla is some of the oil that we had in the pan. And so, so now that you have it and it looks like this and it's toasted on both sides, you just want to take it and you want to fold it, right? And so this is your taco and we're going to sit it right in its hole right there. And then I'm going to flip this other one over. Yes, nice and brown. And I'm going to go ahead and turn off my stove because I'm making one for Latham and then I'm making one for Chalana. And so, yeah, the Fergusons are going to be fed well today. right before they feed us. Okay, this one's perfect. And I love mine to be brown, brown girl, brown skin, just like that. So I'm gonna pop that in there, and I'm gonna make sure that we get all of the.
I either need to make a trip to the store to get some ingredients, or I need to hit 55 and come back down to the farm.
Look, either I would enjoy both of them. I would love for y'all to hit the road so that I could definitely treat you. But I would love for you to try them and then tell me what you did. Be like, girl, that was it. Okay, see, now we're gonna fold it over. And so now we have all we need to start stuffing these. So I'm gonna take y'all right with me, and we're going back over to the table. Okay, so we have everything we need. So now all we're gonna do is start stuffing. So I'm gonna take my I'm just gonna stuff it. Put some of the cream cheese mixture right in there on both of these. I already know how these taste, and so I know that your bells and whistles tasting should be going off right now. So we got this all filled. Now I'm just gonna take some strawberries, and I'm gonna start to decorate and fill up our tortilla. See how I'm just making these kind of pop out, stick out? That's why I keep them their length when I'm cutting them. And if you love strawberries I'm talking about fill it up. Yep, fill it up. Okay, and last but not least, wipe my hands down. I love a good drizzle. And so what I'm gonna do is it's gonna get on the counter and all that good stuff, but that's because it's for the art, right? It's for the art. And this is what you guys are gonna get. So I'm putting these in a box. I'm gonna ship these right to your house.
Love it.
So you guys can enjoy these, yes, for today or for Valentine's Day. I'm gonna put these over here, and now I'm gonna properly introduce my guest to this amazing couple. I'm gonna flip around on my table, and I'm gonna come around this table
Yay.
because they got me working alone today. Sometimes that happens. They were like, "Yeah, girl, you can do this all by yourself," and I go, "Oh, okay." But you guys, thank you so much for being here. Hello, hello, hello to the Serve Family Style family. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am Drew Perkins with Serve Family Style. I am at Robinson Farms. I'm at the cottage, and I am cooking up some yummy for my guests, the Fergusons. And I just fell in love with them the first time that I met them. They came down for an event, and as soon as I talked to them and understood their mission and something that they were trying to do, which is to spread some love through couples, through mastermind, and not only through couples, but through Black couples, and just highlighting how important it is that Black love matters, right? And so, without further ado, I'm going to let them introduce themselves because I know they can do it better than I can. And I just want to hear from them. So, you guys introduce yourselves.
Ladies first.
Okay, well, my name is Chalana Ferguson. I'm with him.
Rah, she will. That's Miss
Oh,
Ferguson, y'all.
that's okay. And then Lathon Ferguson, the other half of the lower
Yes.
half of the better half. That's the better half. I'm the other half, right?
Which makes us two holes. We get two
Which
holes.
makes us two
That's
holes.
it.
Two halves make the holes, and we are the co-founders and owners of Marriage Masterminds, which, as Drew so eloquently put, our one of our taglines is "Black Love Matters," but it's more than just relationship or romantic love, right? So it encompasses self-love, love for community,
Yes.
love for family, love for the creator, and then romantic love is also included in that.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So I want to know, what about love? What about love? This is the month of February, and it's kind of intertwined into our Black history. And I kind of just wanted to know, how you guys feel about this moment. For some reason, this moment seems different. It seems different that we're in February and it's Black History Month, and it's also the Love Month, and so there seems to be a shifting in the air. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that we need to keep our eyes on the love, right? Because there's so much going on. But I just want to hear about some of the things that you guys are working on, because I know you guys have something special coming up. But let us know, how it is that both you and your wife are operating in this arena when you're creating different events for your mastermind and for Black Love.
Mm-hmm. Well, in this moment, it's interesting. There's a lot of rhetoric, often empty, around the communities that we're in, trying to elevate some groups above others. And so we're asked all the time, why do we talk about Black love? Doesn't all love matter? And while it does, we know that we have a responsibility to combat the negativity that's out there currently, overcoming still some of what traditionally has been instilled in this country about African Americans. The slave tradition, families weren't allowed to be legally married. There was ownership, and so we didn't have the agency that we now have over who we love, when we love, how we love. And so, in this space, particularly in this moment, politically, just the climate in our country, this is an opportunity for us to elevate that. And to let people know, combat the haters. Even though some people want to see us not rise to the occasion, some are trying to diminish and take away what we've already accomplished for generations. We're still here and we're bigger and better. And so then in this moment, we're ensuring that we love on each other and love on those around us and make sure that we're building up so that we can continue to infuse joy and happiness and health within Black families and then ultimately communities.
So and I'll add. So my answer is going to be probably a little bit more surface level, but kind of get to what you just said. So you know, my wife is a huge Valentine's Day person, right? That's like one of her favorite holidays.
Yes.
And her part of her degree is in Black Studies, right? So when you talk about this moment right here, we love on each other every day, 365 days a year, right? But specifically, February is an opportunity to amplify that message, those feelings, and because it's for me, it's still at the beginning of the year. It gives you an opportunity to really build up and create a wave or a feeling that can take you,
Sorry.
no, you're fine. That can
I
take you
had the stove
throughout.
on. I was like, I'm gonna start a whole fire
Oh
right
yeah,
between the
no,
love.
we don't want that. You
Uh-uh.
said at the beginning that propane is really sensitive. We need to make sure you handle that.
Correct.
But the other thing is, it's an opportunity to kind of fill up your love meter for the rest of the year. While you continue to build on it, when you start on a full tank, as you slowly begin to deplete it into the months throughout the year, you're starting on a strong footing, right?
Yeah, I think we talk about love so much, and you talk about filling it up. And what are some of the ways that you think that we can go about filling up that love tank so that when we get to December, or when we get into those discussions, or we get into those hard things, like what can keep that love meter on high so that we don't respond in ways that could deplete our love meter, or to show that our love meter wasn't even it wasn't metering to begin with.
So here's what I'll answer that, and I'll say this. So we've been together, we've been married. This is our 25th year of marriage this year. So we celebrate 25 years of marriage. We've been together for 28 years, right? So when you think
Yes.
about that, we literally just had this conversation yesterday about um, how you evolve or change throughout your time with somebody and what love truly means, right? So you have the surface lust, like, right? Sexual attraction, those things. but that's real surface level. So when you think about those love deposits, for me, those are the things that go beyond those things I just mentioned that, take us into the I care for your well being, right? In terms of those deposits for me are, and so she calls me a caveman in some essence, but those deposits for me are those days where, and it's not that it's not that it's not new, but on those days and weeks and months that work has been stressful, it's been a lot going on, and I can come home to my peace. She's my peace. I come home and food is ready. There's a meal to eat. There's, yeah, I mean, it's the
Yeah,
simple
because
things.
sometimes we might order pizza.
Yeah, but either way, there's a meal to eat. There's an opportunity and space for me to completely decompress and just have a moment that is shielded from the outside world, that is not hampered once I get home. It means a lot, right? So those are for me some of those deposits that build up that continues throughout the year, and I'll let her answer as well.
Just intentionality. We have things that we are obligated to, committed to as individuals, and collectively, family obligations, work, organizations, other things, and just making sure that we are accountable to one another for ensuring that we carve out time for us, like the time that we spent down at the farm. That was a special, that was a had to do type thing. Sometimes we allow the outside world to dictate what we have to do, and we have to make sure that we are setting boundaries and establishing those things that we've decided that we must do to make this thing continue to be strong.
Yes, and so I think one of the thoughts that I always have is that how do we teach people to love through the pain? Because I know when Latham talked about something that was surface, I think a lot of times when we're in relationships, we think that we can only love when things are happy, or when we feel like our spouse is making us happy, or when we feel like everything is going okay. But how do we dig deep and really solidify our love for somebody when those things are difficult, when the times are tough, and when I don't even like you, brother?
Start there. I gotta hit me on this.
So, yeah, I think that comes from the foundation of what we're on. Um, because there will be moments of pain, there will be
Mm-hmm.
moments of controversy, triumphs. Life is not always perfect, and so I think it starts from how we entered, the commitment that we made to ensure that we're working this thing out together, and then just being willing to acknowledge when there are rough points. Sometimes I think we are conditioned to just push through all cycles of life, and sometimes we have to hit pause, and reset, and reprioritize. Sometimes the goals that we had aren't necessarily working out in alignment in the way that they need to do for both of us. So ensuring that we're in tune, that we stay strong and dedicated, and that we keep a strong village around us, so that if we're not able to sort through it together, he can have his people, or I can have my people that we trust, that we know care about us and the well-being of our relationship, to help us navigate those troubled waters.
Yes. And how important, would you say your village is? I mean, is it one couple? Do you have like a couple of people that you're accountable to? How do you guys make sure that you have the proper group of folks around you that you can trust and use for those difficult moments?
So that's an interesting question. I'll say this. So, you know, I'll put our marriage right now in kind of like a three-phase buckets, right? So you got beginning, middle, and present day. And I'll say from beginning all the way through probably about the majority of the middle to get to present day, we lived in a bubble, right? So we didn't have that village. We actually sheltered from the outside and just kept everything within our four walls. as we evolved, especially as me, and I'll talk about this as a man, realizing that while we could work through anything and we can talk through things, there are certain things that I needed to be able to bounce off of other men, to have other conversations. And so with that, um, we don't open our circle individually or collectively very wide, but we learn the importance of it's important to have a circle, right?
Correct.
And so once I did that, and once I've identified who those individuals are, um, they're key for me, right? In terms of, so it goes to my conversation with the Father. So, in prayer and meditation, I have those conversations, especially when I'm having moments of um, unsureness in terms of direction, whether it's as a protector, provider, husband, whatever. But then there's times where um, I get to go to my village, and my village are truth sayers, right? So they're not people that's going to tell me what I want to hear, or confirmation bias to tell me, yeah, you know what, you're right, blah blah blah. They'll tell me, hey, you know what you're saying makes a whole lot of sense, and you're on the right path. Or they'll tell me, hey, you full of ish right now, right? You are
Right.
you're in the wrong, and here's why. And I trust them enough to be able to receive that and adjust accordingly, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. And I think that, um, individually and collectively in our relationships, we definitely need that, those sounding boards. And the Bible certainly speaks of them. When we're having difficulties or we're having trouble, we're supposed to take somebody else with us to help solve those problems. And so if we lean to those things, I think that we come out on the other side of easy, when we're dealing with some dis-ease of whatever's going on in our relationships. Um, I want you guys to tell the audience what your organization does and what you guys have coming up, because I know a lot of couples in this area would love to know that they can tap into what you guys are doing. So I know what you guys are doing, but tell everybody else what y'all are doing.
Sure.
So so we have, this is our third, and so every year this is the third year we do a Black Love Matters brunch couples edition, right? And so this year the theme for our brunch is couples and cakes, right? It's designed around filling a room of couples, some married, some not married, right? But positive energy, love, and a really good time. And during that, we honor 4 to 5 couples who have illustrated um, phenomenal, love together as a connectedness, but also that have given to the community. They're model individuals, model couples that has, transcended their relationship into ensuring that they pour back into the community,
That's beautiful.
into the next generation. And so it's so funny because so that was originally set for next Sunday, February 16th, as you know. Due to some adjustments and some changes, we've actually rescheduled it now. So it's still occurring, but it's going to occur in May. It's going to
Okay.
occur on May 25th. So now those that see this, or those that have an opportunity that are interested, actually
Yes.
still have an opportunity to plan to come,
I have to scoop
to
up
learn
Mr.
more.
Perkins, be like, hello, we're going to see the
Absolutely.
Fergusons.
Absolutely.
Awesome,
Did I
awesome.
forget
Okay, so
anything?
say that again so that everybody can hear. It's the Black Lives Matters brunch is now scheduled for May the 23rd.
25th.
Oh, I'm
May
sorry,
25th.
25th.
It's a
May
Sunday.
the
Yep.
25th.
Yeah.
Okay, and
So
this
Black
is in
Love.
St. Louis.
Yep,
Where's
Sunday,
where's
May 25th, Sheraton Westport Chalet Hotel. We've had there. This will be our third year using that location. We have really good partners there. We have live music. We have a full buffet brunch. We have a mimosa reception. Lots of networking, connecting, photo ops. It's a really good vibe, and people love it. They won't let us off the hook because we thought about not having it this year and just focusing on our 25th anniversary. The people aren't having it. But it
right?
has it has been a challenging opening for 2025, just
It
in the
really has.
world
I'm
in
glad
the
you said
universe.
that because it has. It's been a
Yeah.
show.
And so we're just hitting pause. And so February is special. Again, it's Black History Month, Valentine's Day, Black Love Day is on February 13th. It is also my birthday on February 19th.
Oh,
And so we packaged this all in, and we decided to take a step back. So this is our huge event, a big
yes.
culminating event. But in the past, we've had smaller retreats and workshops and other sessions, couples date nights, vision boarding. We've done the whole gamut. So we're going to do something small and intimate still next week to close out Valentine's weekend.
Very good.
Then we're going to hang out and celebrate my birthday.
Yes, you
We'll probably
should.
Yes, and then we'll probably do another program in April prior to the big brunch that's coming up in late May. So that's Memorial Day weekend. And so the Sunday before Memorial Day will be when the brunch is out there. So it's on Eventbrite. We can share information with you as well because the tickets
Please
are
do.
sold. And we would love to have you. We're excited to come back. It's going to be different. The weather will be different than we've had
Yes.
in the last couple of years, but we're really excited about the opportunity.
Well, and then I will also say the other side when you come off of course, the when you go back into the community impact, right? And
Yes.
so
Yes. Yes.
with Marriage Masterminds, it's an organization, it's an LLC. So I'm excited that I'll call it whether it's validation or whether it's more of encouragement to continue. So we have a presenting sponsor for our brunch, right? Which is Midwest Bank Center, who focuses on community engagement, development, and giving back. And so what a regional bank or what a banking partner looks like, right, in
So
terms
amazing.
from an economic standpoint. And so individuals that will come will actually learn more and be able to access different tools as well for development. So it's as she said, as much as sometimes we try to back away and not do things, we keep getting the affirmation that we're doing what we're being instructed to do.
It's called purpose,
Higher
y'all.
above. Yeah,
Y'all can't go yet. No, you can't go yet. I'll make sure y'all get all the respite y'all need, bring you down to Robinson Farms, keep feeding you, keep giving you rest for your souls, and then I'll send
absolutely.
y'all back out there be like, yes, what else we planning?
Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am.
What else are we planning? Well, I'm glad you touched base on definitely the couple scene and then definitely in the community because I think we're going to need all levels of love working at 100% to be able to maneuver through the rest of just the rest of our lives pretty much.
Mhm.
I don't know why it is we call attention to things that we innately are supposed to be doing every day all the time, but it's just when strife or something happens it gets heightened like we weren't doing it. And I'm like, it is a time that seems to have us looking for different things, and the answer is already still there, and always has been the love of Christ, that flows from breast to breast. And so we just need to make sure that we continue to stay focused, whether it's in our homes or in our community or however we have to show up to be able to reach the people that God has assigned us to. So I am so set. I'm so happy that you guys have been assigned to couples because I feel safe knowing
Good.
that
Thank
the
you.
Fergusons is out here fighting on our behalf. Because I know when you guys came to Robinson Farms, my brother Larry was like, "Oh no, I want to go to this," and I'm like going, "Okay, they don't even know. They some whole Jesus people." Larry's going and he's taking the wife.
Nice.
You are doing some good work here. So I'm
Definitely.
excited to let him know now he can focus on May 25th and bring his wife right on up and enjoy some overnight time with you guys as well.
Love
Absolutely.
it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes, yes. So I am excited. I know that Shalana hold him to going to get these ingredients for this strawberry cheesecake taco, so he can make them this evening,
Hmm.
so
Hmm.
you guys can get a taste of that. But I am so glad that the people were able just to get a taste of who you guys are and what you guys are working and doing in the community. I so appreciate you guys, even from here. I mean. having, in a more rural area, but we're so connected to St. Louis. I'm glad that we can partner together to make sure that, couples from this area can, I mean, zooming to St. Louis is just like zooming, I don't know, for me in Virginia, zooming to DC. So
Yep.
it's definitely something that'll make happen. So when y'all see all of the Boot Hill people rolling up, they're gonna be like, "Did Drew bring a tribe?" Yes, I did. Because we have so many couples here who want to grow, who want to continue to serve their communities, and to just show up in the way that we all need to be showing up. So I am so excited that you guys could come on with me today. And again, before you guys go, I want you guys to tell the audience a little bit about your own individual backgrounds, because you both are powerhouses in your own right. So I want them to know the source of this dynamic couple that comes together with the Fergusons.
Sure.
You're the
Start.
important
You
one.
know I'm not. You go ahead. You start. You start.
Really, Shalana? So you're the
Like, he's
important
the
one.
one. He's the one. No, I'm the dreamer and the visionary. I am. My profession is as a licensed attorney, but I also have more passion around this. Of couples, love, and family, and so that is my platform from which I will be doing more writing, speaking, and outward engagement. But yeah, but the moneymaker has been as an attorney.
Yeah, yes.
So for me, I come from a corporate background, corporate leadership background, but I am currently an executive in the nonprofit sector. And so specifically, without of course naming the organization, I focus on in healthcare and catastrophic pediatric diseases. So ensuring that no child dies in the dawn of life is kind of my organization's mission. And so I love what I do because I get to take all of the skill set and things that I've built up through my experience and have impactful work, right? So I get a chance to see the lives that are touched by the work that I do in the community and across the country. So that's me in a really quick, 15-second nutshell.
And really, they being so demure, so they are some big giants out here doing some big giant stuff. And I so appreciate you guys. And I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you again. I will be sharing this out again on my live, and so that other people can see it as well. I will send it to you guys so that you guys can share it in your circle as well, so that they can see that the Fergusons are still doing what they've been called to do, and that is spreading the love.
Thank you. And then I gotta say, in addition to all the seminars and workshops that we have here in St. Louis, I still got to say, because I know we were, for your viewers to stay tuned, because we will be doing a marriage masterminds at Robinson Farms event coming up this year in 2025.
Yes, we are. I mean,
They should
we're
stay
gonna be
tuned to make
we're
sure
not
that
gonna even be able to contain them couples. So
absolutely,
he's telling y'all right now, they're coming to Robinson Farms, but that don't mean you wait. You still go in May, so you can get some more
absolutely,
juice. You need double for your trouble.
absolutely,
I so
absolutely.
look forward to it. We are gonna shake the trees for sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Shake the trees for
Well,
sure. Well, I love you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you
we
so
love you.
much.
Thank you for having us. We
Happy
appreciate you.
Valentine's Day,
Yes,
and
happy Valentine's
thank you
Day.
so much. I will talk to y'all soon.
All
Perfect.
right. Take
Alrighty,
care.
bye, you guys. I love
Bye
y'all.
bye.
Bye
Okay,
bye.
bye bye.